So I go to my doctors and I talk about my success on the keto diet. That went well. Yeah, so my wife and I, we had our yearly doctor's appointment, and just to get the annual checkup and get our blood work done, and see where we're at, especially me, since I'm doing the ketogenic diet. I want to see what my numbers are. I haven't gotten the results back yet, and when I do, I'm definitely going to share them with you, so you'll see exactly what's going on, because the proof is in the pudding, which is part of this video right here. But when we get to the doctors, first thing that they do is they always weigh us. And they did the weigh-in, they weighed me, and mind you, I had complete clothes on. It's winter time over here in Philadelphia, so I had some heavy clothes on. I think I had a sweatshirt and jeans and some really big, heavy boots. And when they weighed me, that weight versus the weight I was in 2 times before, a couple times from before when I went to the doctors, was a 100-pound difference. The heaviest I ever was 364 pounds. When they weighed me, I was 264 pounds. That's a 100-pound weight difference, okay? Then, when they checked my blood pressure, it came in at 120 over 80. All right, 84 actually. It was 120 over 84. Before, when they checked my blood pressure, it was 144 over 92. So keep that in mind. The nurse that did that tested everything, I was like, the first thing she said was, "Wow, you lost a lot of weight." And I responded, actually, I kind of knew this was going to happen, so in hindsight, I don't know why I said it, but I just couldn't hold in my excitement any longer, and I just came out and I said, "Oh yeah, I'm doing the keto diet." And the second I said that, she went on and on and on about why you shouldn't do this type of diet. How so many people she know were not successful. She read about it before, and it has a lot of, it has a bad rap with it. If you're diabetic, it's not a good idea to be on this type of diet. What? The keto diet is the perfect diet for someone who's diabetic. There's people who reverse type 2 diabetes by being on the ketogenic diet. What causes diabetes? Or was one of the number one cause of diabetes? Too much carbs, constantly raising your insulin. You take that away, well, anyway. So she started talking about that. Then she started giving me recommendations of what I should do. And it was I saw this a mile away. She started talking about doing multiple meals a day, 5 to 6 small meals a day, every few hours. You eat like that, you're constantly doing this to your insulin, up and down, all day long. That's not good. With me, I stick with intermittent fasting, and I stick with having a healthy keto diet. When you do intermittent fasting, your blood sugar remains perfectly normal until you eat. And when you eat something that is not high in carbs, when you do break your fast, you still keep your blood sugar nice and perfectly normal. I cannot wait for my blood work to get back so all of this can be proven. And all of this just leads into the point of the results were right there in front of her face. She saw the blood pressure lower than what it ever was. She saw the weight lower, and she still had the audacity to give her input on what she thought was right for me. And that's what's leading me to the whole major point of this video is if you yourself are either doing the ketogenic diet or you're considering it, the best advice that I personally can give to you is, no, I'm not going to tell you to not tell your doctors about this. You absolutely should tell your doctors about what, you're doing a type of diet like this, especially if you have any type of ailment or you're on any type of medication, okay? Everyone's body is different. And there's some people out here who actually don't respond well to the ketogenic diet for whatever reason it may be. I don't know, because again, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that. I'm just an average guy who's just trying to improve his overall health and body. Okay, but the best advice I can give is to do your own research. Do your own research. Okay, watch videos. Go to go to Google and type in different things. Look at the good of what people have to say. Look at the bad and weigh it back and forth. But the best way for you to know is for you to try it yourself and to see how your body responds to it, to see what results you can get from it. For me, I already know that it works. I've been doing this for a year and a half. I already knew that it works. Now, my wife and I sat there the entire time at that doctor's office letting this nurse go on and on and on. That was very, very hard to do. We sat there, we bit our tongue the entire time. We kept looking back and forth at each other like, you gotta be kidding me. She was going on and on and on and on and on. But we bit our tongue. We let her have her moment. Just going on about doing the typical stuff that they always tell you to do. Having the healthy carbs, having sweet potatoes and things like that. You know what? Hey, look, that's all fine and well. If you want to do something like that, to each his own. But for me, nope. I'm staying away from that stuff. Okay? Because I know what it did to me, and I know how it made me feel. I got tired of feeling like that. I'm telling you, within a matter of a week of me getting rid of those carbs and with me switching to a ketogenic style of eating, so much stuff changed. I feel amazing, but the bottom line is people are going to hate on this diet like no other. They're going to call it a fad diet. They're going to call it, oh, you know what? That was another thing she said. She said that it's unsustainable. I'm going to say this again. I've been doing this for a year and a half. How is it unsustainable? It is very sustainable to be on a type of diet like this. You will make so much progress. You will feel amazing. There's so much stuff that changes in your body. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, your skin clears up. Your hair is better. The digestive system improves significantly. With the ketogenic diet, you're not eliminating all of the healthy foods. For example, vegetables. In fact, it's actually noted that you should increase significantly the amount of vegetables that you take in when you're on a ketogenic diet. Now, if you're doing a carnivore diet, that's totally different. That's not what I'm doing right now, so I'm not going to say anything about that. All right. But with the ketogenic diet, it's recommended to get a very good amount of vegetables so you can get all the nutrients that your body needs. And of course, your fats. And no, I'm not talking about you getting some deep fried this or deep fried that. Of course, that's not good, but you really want to focus more on omega-3 fatty acids, things like salmon, sardines. You want to get olive oil, avocado oil, those types of things. Grass-fed beef, free-range grass-fed eggs. You want to get, did I say that right? Or free-range eggs, free-range organic eggs. You want to get things like that. Those are the healthier forms of fat. You nourish your body with those types of foods, you will feel a difference. Your body will be thanking you when you give your body those types of foods. That's what I've been doing, and I feel great. The weight's dropping off, or I should have said, the body fat's dropping off. Because this is not a fad diet. It's not something that's just going to shock weight off real fast, and then it comes right back as soon as you start eating normal. This, and I said this before, this type of keto, in my opinion, is not a diet. Carnivore is not a diet. It's a way of life. It's changing everything you thought about food. In a million years, I would have never thought, on one hand, I'm skyrocketing my salt intake, and on the other hand, I'm eliminating all that bad stuff. I used to love bagels. I used to love cheesecake. I live in Philadelphia. Philadelphia soft pretzels, whoa. And then the granddaddy of them all, Philadelphia cheesesteak. In fact, just yesterday, okay, I can't have a Philadelphia cheesesteak, right? Well, okay, well, just yesterday, I made my own healthier version of it. I took some grass-fed beef, some cubed steaks, sauteed those up, sauteed in a little bit of onions, put in some Mexican blended cheese, took some sugar-free ketchup, I think it's Hughes, something Hughes or something like that, and some sugar-free ketchup. Done. Oh, and I put in a carb balance for it. Done. There you go. There's my cheese steak. And it tastes amazing. And it was very, very healthy, very, very filling. I didn't feel like crap after. I always felt like crap. Every time I had a Philadelphia cheesesteak, it was the most heavenly thing while eating it. But then after, I felt terrible. You know, bottom line, doctors, nurses, your friends, your family, your co-workers, everybody, you're going to have somebody that's going to hate on this diet. They're going to call it a fad diet. They're going to say that it's not an ideal thing to do. It's very, very unhealthy for you. You're going to clog up your arteries. You're going to end up with having a heart attack. My resting heart rate is around 57 beats per minute. And I'm around 260 something pounds. That's unheard of. My blood pressure is at 120/80. Again, the proof is in the pudding. I'm showing proof. So many other people have showed proof that the diet works. Not going off of like, all you see is like a body transformation. Because a body transformation, in my opinion, is not 100% ironclad proof that a diet works or the way the scale looks. No. Show blood work. Talk about how you feel. Talk about how do you feel going throughout the day. Talk about those things. That is how you know if something is truly effective and truly healthy for you or not. Okay? So bottom line, yes, in my personal opinion, you definitely should tell your doctor that you are, I'll speak about that in a moment as far as like what the doctors were saying, not the nurse. But yes, you should tell your doctors that you're doing this type of diet, especially if you have any type of ailment or you take any type of medication, because again, this may not be for everybody. You know, you may need to do certain things or get certain things in order for this to work or whatever. Again, I don't want to start saying anything because I'm not a licensed a nutritionist or doctor or anything like that. So it all comes down to you doing your own research and you finding out for yourself with doing the diet, or with you doing the research first and then seeing that, you know, like, okay, it looks like I can do it. It's not going to have I'm not going to have an effect anywhere with my body or my overall health if I were to give this diet a try. If you get the clear from you first, because don't forget, this is your body. The doctor don't own your body. This is your body. Don't let them make decisions for you. I did that for too many years. My wife was doing it, you know, like letting the doctors control how you go about. You control you. You do your own research. If you're thinking like, I'm not sure about me taking this medication. I better get a second opinion, or I want to do some more research on it first. Do it. It's your body. Now, right now, for example, I'm taking blood thinners, and I've been on them since 2017 because I had a pulmonary embolism twice. You have it more than once, they want to put you on it. And to be honest with you, I don't want to be on it. And no, I don't want to be on it because it's causing side effects. I take Xarelto. No side effects that I know of. It's not causing any other issues. And because I have like really, really good health insurance, it costs me like a drop in a bucket for me to get every month, like a few dollars or something like that. So there's no other ulterior motive why I don't want to take the medication, other than the fact that I don't want to be putting medications in my body anymore. I want to be pure, healthy, and just free of any of that stuff. You know, but like I said, yes, you should speak with your physician and just let them know what it is that you're doing, and do your research first so you can explain what it is that you're going to be doing. Like, okay, doc, I'm going to be doing the ketogenic diet. I'm going to be eating like this. I'm going to be eating like that. If you go in there and start talking about, yeah, I'm going to be having a big bowl of pork rinds, well, of course they're going to have a problem with that. But if you say that, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be having salmon with salads and asparagus and broccoli and Brussels sprouts and green beans, And I'm gonna be using, instead of me using, canola oil, I'm gonna be switching over to olive oil and avocado oil. Talk about what it is that you're gonna be doing. Talk about what your game plan is and how you're gonna be exercising or whatever the case is. And if they still have something to say, I hate to say it, but it might be time to start looking for another doctor, because what doctor is going to turn away information like that? Now, on that note, the doctors that I had a doctor for before, he ended up retiring, but the doctor that was there before, he was perfectly fine with it. First, he was like, wait, what? Wait. So you're getting a lot of fat with, he was so confused about it. But he did the right thing. He looked at the results. He saw my blood work. He saw the way my weight was going down. He's like, okay, I guess this does work. I'm gonna have to look more into it. So I give him respect on that. I have a cardiologist that I go to, because I had the pulmonary embolism back in 2017. And when I told him about it, he said nothing about it except, well, I guess it works, because he saw the way my heart was improving. And he's actually more interested in it now. He's actually doing more research on it because he's thinking about possibly recommending it to some of his clients, or patients, I should say. So just speak up to your doctors, but you're gonna have the other people, especially, people like the nurses or getting out of the doctor's office. You might have family, friends, whoever, co-workers. They're gonna all try to bash this diet. Not all of them, but some will try to bash this diet. They see a result, even if they see the results, even if they see you going from 250 pounds to 175 pounds, they're like, are you sure that works? Don't listen to the naysayers. A lot of people hate on this diet because they don't. First of all, most of them never even tried it. And never even tried it to the point where you get the right results. You get past the whole keto flu stuff. You get past all of that and you start truly reaping the benefits of this type of diet. The people that talk about it, they never went through it. They just going off of what they heard on some talk show, or what they read in a Mayo Clinic, or what they read on a WebMD, or what they read on some other thing. Jillian Michaels, who was constantly bashing the ketogenic diet. Listen for yourself. Watch for yourself. Take care of you by you doing your own research. You decide whether or not this type of program is going to be right for you. And if you are currently doing it and you're getting results, don't feel bad. Don't get discouraged. Do not get discouraged when people are talking about this. You are seeing the results. That's all that matters. If you're not seeing results, the best advice I can give for that is, once again, more research. Find out why. Why are you not getting results? Are you doing the ketogenic diet without intermittent fasting? Because the ketogenic diet goes hand in hand with intermittent fasting. In fact, you know what I want to do? I'm going to link a video in the description below from Dr. Berg. If you don't know who he is, he's like the go-to guy for the ketogenic diet. He's been doing it for years, and he's been preaching about it for years, and he has a ton of knowledge about it. I'm going to link a video in the description where he talks specifically on like how to deal with naysayers of this type of diet, because it can get really frustrating and annoying, especially when people are seeing the results and then they're proclaiming that it doesn't work. It is the biggest headache you can ever imagine. So that's my take on it. That's my whole rant on the whole entire thing. Just don't listen to people if it's working for you. And if it isn't working for you, you do the research. You find out why. Why do you feel a certain kind of way? And if you feel lethargic and tired and dizzy or whatever the case is, 9 times out of 10, that's electrolytes. Salt, magnesium, and potassium. Very, very important on the ketogenic diet, which, by the way, that's why it's recommended to get a ton of vegetables on this diet, because that's where you get your magnesium and potassium from, along with supplementation, which I would take it easy with that. You don't want too much of that because that can cause some serious issues. But definitely salt. I can't tell you the amount of salt you should get, but for me personally, I take anywhere from about 3 to 5. I get anywhere from 3 to 5 grams of salt between actually taking it straight with some water when I first get up in the morning, which I'm about to do in a second because it's early morning right now, and actually I should say, salting all of my foods, everything, but yeah, so that's about it, just that was funny, my wife and I, we got back in our vehicle, after that appointment, just bust out laughing, like, wow, really? Oh man. So yeah, bottom line, don't listen to the naysayers. Do talk to your doctor about it, but come to your doctor with the knowledge first. Talk to them about exactly what it is you're eating. Make sure it's a healthy version of keto, because if it's, like I said, you tell them you're eating, oh yeah, I'm gonna be living off of crust bars. I'm gonna be having, bushels of pork rinds or something like that. Yeah, they're gonna turn down the keto diet. Okay, big time. Or unless they actually know about the keto diet, and in that case, they would get like, no, don't have that. You should have salmon with asparagus, hard-boiled eggs, or whatever. So, all right. Well, that's my take on it. That's my rant on the whole entire thing. If you have any other stories, if you have stories yourself you want to share, please leave them down in the comments down below. If you have any questions, also leave a comment. And if you like this video, please like it, please share it. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I have a ton of content going out, and as you saw in the first clip, I'm in the middle of another challenge. This is my third challenge of the year 2020, and we're still in January, and I'm already on the third challenge. I'm not playing this year. I'm doing the kettlebell swings along with doing 20 and 4 intermittent fasting. But if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you do, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. My name is Avy J. I'll see you in the next one.